Dozen women arrested yesterday on prostitution charges had their court appearances today. The hope is that some of them will take hold of one of the intervention options offered to them rather than return to the streets. NBC4's Ted Hart is live in Franklinton tonight with one woman's story of hope and survival. Ted?
Yeah, breaking out of that cycle of drug addiction, prostitution, and arrest is a tall order. One of the keys is having hope that there is something better. We talked to one woman today who is proof that it can happen, and she's now offering others hope and a hand up.
While bringing the gospel of repentance for the remission of sins to a lost and wicked world. I've heard some people say that Jesus, that he sat with sinners as their rebuttal or their excuse, but they failed to recognize that Jesus Christ did not sit with just any sinners. The sinners that sat down with Jesus Christ to eat with him, there were sinners that wanted to turn away from their sins. And that's the difference. They had a heart and a godly sorrow over their sins because they wanted to change. Those are the sinners that Jesus Christ is looking for, not for one that wants to remain in their sin and in their pride. No, he's looking for a heart that's sorrowful over their sins and willing to change.
How he got here.
Used to deal drugs, used to be a drug dealer in Camden. Thinking that was the only way that I could take care of myself and, basically running with the pack, being fascinated by the things that I saw, that I wanted to obtain, materialistic things.
And like so many others, predictably it ended badly. But he now views that bad ending as a new beginning.
And I got caught, and you always get caught. So me getting caught was a blessing because, it could have went the other way. I could have been murdered. I could have died in the streets. But I got caught. I went to jail, went to prison.
That was his past. But in the 20-plus years since he was released, Derek has been committed to showing anyone who will listen a better way.
I was 13 when I first went to jail, and that was for armed robbery.
And now I'm a single mom, went through the divorce, and here I am,
I had a baby when I was 10. And sometimes it's hard for me to talk about it. I hate to see some of these young people, especially young girls, they on their way.
I would rather be at home with family than be out here by myself. But what's happening with family anymore? We're letting too much of the darkness into our lives and not walking with the Lord even more. A lot of things we let in as good ain't really as good as we see it to be. And it can drag us down just as much as the beer joints or the nightclubs.
You've got a very nice active life going into retirement, and you'll be able to maintain that a lot longer if you get off of the cigarettes. And if you don't, you'll find that the deterioration in your health will be such that you won't be enjoying what you're retired to enjoy.
David is an avid cyclist, and he wanted to maintain this lifestyle in retirement. And while David had tried to quit smoking before, this time was different.
It was my idea, and I wanted to quit. It wasn't my wife's idea or my family's idea or my doctor's idea, because it had always been their idea, and they had always, urged me to quit. But this was my idea.
I'll smoke to enjoy it, smoke to die.
This oath is about never looking back.
I accomplished something, so this is like my first graduation. I never graduated from high school or middle school because I was always in and out of jail, so I feel good.
This is Deshae Taylor's last shot.
Next time, I may be going away for life or worse. Dad.
I just worked a 12-hour shift.
He shared his story with us today, his background in LA gangs and how it only got worse when his brother was shot to death by a police officer.
As my brother turned around, they shot him 3 times in the back. He wasn't armed. I don't know why the officer did it, but it kind of tore tore me up.
Today, he's turning a new leaf.
All the anger I was holding on was destroying me.
He tells us he forgives that officer.